Yeah, I'm funny as fuck, I guess.
There you go.
You are funny. You had the feeling like when we build this green mask for you, bro.
We got BioKillaz in the building. We got Cody Wrong in the building. Shout outs to them. They brought me out to Carl's Tavern. The first show of the tour.
Yes, sir.
Weekend Warriors.
Weekend Warriors.
So I want to get into the topic, like what made y'all call it the Weekend Warriors?
Here's all the shows are on the weekend. Are we busking instead?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thanks.
We all still
We got
work,
beat
you
by
know,
Jake.
normal ass jobs and shit. The weekends are where we can really hit it hard. We're trying to book shows Fridays and Saturdays all through the tour. It's been a little spotty here and there. He's been handling it all. He's been killing it. But some things fall through, you know what I'm saying? So we've been booking as many shows. He's been booking them. I've been trying to assist, but he's like, I got this, dog. And things have been going well. But, you know, just like anything, you know, trial and error shit.
Right.
You know, I mean, shit, I'd rather try a million times and fail every once in a while than to never try at all. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
So like, all right, this is like the idea, like, all right, I'm gonna do a tour, cause you know, like not a lot of people on like, you know, on a like tour. You like what? Or like so like, how does that come amongst of going into a tour, like just for like local artists that might be wanting to potentially do it? How do you go about doing a tour?
What I would do, what I did, I scouted out venues, and then for the venues that I couldn't find, I did a lot of like show for shows connecting, and like you know, I connected with a Louisville out here. There's like several of them, but just connect with artists who are also promoters or just promoters who have artists that they want to get out in other cities. Connect with each other, get people in different cities, because you don't want to stay in your hometown forever, or you don't want to stay in just your area, because you're not going to find the right crowd right there. There's a crowd out there for everybody.
Right.
And you might not fit in one place, you can go to another place and fucking get a bang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's still true, but I knew like a few years ago that record labels wanted you to have a presence in at least 3 cities before they'd even fuck with you. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's fucking changed since then, because shit, been doing this way too goddamn long.
So if y'all heard that, like the biggest thing about that is that you cannot stay in your hometown. You can't stay in your hometown and expect to get out there. You have to get out there and just try and just test yourself.
Be flyering and shit, too. You know what I'm saying?
You got
Real quick. Look at that shirt. Like, I know that's a shirt, man. Shout out, bro.
Bastards of the Universe. Our new album just came out
How many
yesterday.
shirts do you have of those?
Oh shit, these are the
Oh,
jerseys,
wow.
man. We got
That's
the
amazing.
shirt right there. Yo, that's Bastards of the Universe.
I got
That motherfucker just dropped yesterday.
Wait, who designs the shirts?
our boy Outbreak Monkey.
What's his name?
Hey, dog.
Outbreak Monkey.
Outbreak Monkey, bro. This shit fire as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
That's what
He
you
did,
doing,
he
bro?
did that t-shirt design too.
Yup.
Yeah, he killed that shit. That looks like
And our
some
boy Pleatherface Designs did
Oh
the
yeah, we got one
BioKillaz
over
on the
here.
back.
Oh yeah, shout out your name, man. We going.
Yeah, I noticed.
Beatbox Jake in a
Beatbox Jake, man.
out cheap.
Am I welcome in the house?
Man, we all sipping, man. We all enjoying mine. So where's your next show?
Toledo next weekend.
Next weekend. So what's the venue called?
What
Hey,
the?
1999.
got shattered dreams in their natural habitat.
The label ran out of
Fucking
there.
around as
It's like,
usual.
It's almost like a warehouse setting, like a house party type setting, but it packs, man. Like,
It's like they understand each other.
shout out to Jeremy.
probably
All right, mate.
He was supposed to make it tonight. He had a birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And also you. I want to say Killaz has always looked out for me ever since I met him in Hillsdale. He actually put me on the platform to put my music video, What You Sipping on his podcast. If you want to give him a little information about that, because you know, out of my podcast, like I kind of look up to yours as just like another level, like what you do with it, like the streaming.
I recently quit the podcast as of we upgraded the radio. We're 24/7. We're 24/7 radio station, and any artists that want to submit, thevibemi@gmail.com. We have Indie Artist Fridays, where as long as you have ASCAP, BMI, as long as you have your business right, submit your stuff. We can play your stuff, get an edited version to me. We're getting interviews on the show on the Indie Artist Lounge, and looking to get people out there. We want to break artists out, and that's what it's big. it's huge for the indie artists to have a platform.
I did not do my full research. He just upgraded. He just went Super Saiyan.
He's like, this is the final form. The podcast wasn't his final form.
Like damn, man.
We stay busy, man.
Oh yeah.
Amen.
So for local talent out there, if it's anything like anybody would say like advice that you would give somebody who just started, who just working jobs, like I say, y'all all working jobs that are like, dang man, I don't know if I can do this because of maybe money struggles. Like, what would you tell them to?
Just keep pushing, man. You gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
Keep
want
doing
this more than the next. You know what I'm saying? Because your work ethic is the only thing that's gonna push you on this. Especially in this day and age where there's such an oversaturation of music. You've got to keep yourself in everybody's face, having the attention of everybody. You're now not just an artist, you're a brand ambassador, and you got to treat it like a brand.
Bam, 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 bam.
It used to be you were pushing merch to fucking sell the albums and shit. Now it's the opposite. You're getting people to listen to the music and to sell your branded shit, because all the money's in merch now. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got a label pushing you, you're making all your money in merch and fucking doing shows and shit. Like, it's just the grind. It's always going to be that way.
My biggest thing, if you have a whole lot of time for fun, you're doing it wrong. Because the fun comes later. Like, you're going to suffer now. Like, these guys ask how the hell I live a daily life, because I'm a musician. I'm putting out music actively. Do the radio thing. I own the radio station, doing 24/7, making sure that's up. I have a kid to take care of, a 5-year-old at home. If you have time on your hands, if you feel you have a lot of time on your hands, you're doing it wrong. Because I don't even know, there's not enough hours in a day if you're. And I'm not even saying I'm doing it right. I'm just a hard worker, you know what I'm saying?
8 hours.
So I like your comment. How many hours do you dedicate to sleep? Like how much hours do you feel like I could sleep these many hours and I'm not feeling like I'm missing something?
He just criticized me for this like the other day. You're gonna burn yourself out. I'm like, man, I've been there. And you definitely can.
Hey, and that's me being a hypocrite because I do the same shit, bro. I'm just calling a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what happened? You fucking crashed out.
How much sleep do you think you need? Like a regular day?
I'm a third shifter, so probably about 3 to 4 hours a day.
It's 3 hours, 4 hours a day. If you're trying to do this artistry shit, 3 to 4 hours, you get 5. Somebody taking your spot. Somebody taking your spot right there.
Like I get up at 5 a.m. I'm at work by 6. I get out of work at 4:30 p.m. I got enough time to go home, fucking eat, and then I've got to stay motivated or else I crash out. You know what I mean? And if I go to bed any earlier than 10:30,
Wake up at 5.
I'm waking up earlier, and that just fucks my whole shit up.
So yeah.
It's really a grind. Like if you really want it, you got to take it as a job. Like you're working your 8-hour day at your day job, and then you come home and it's going to be more than 8. You got to treat it like a business.
Right.
But it's fun up in the studio.
That's fun. So studio's your favorite. But another question I got for Cody Long. How I met him at Hillsdale, the Spring Bash with featuring G-Man Cash. And like the first thing that stood out to me, like he was with his crew, like doing the merch thing. But when he got on stage, like he got on top of this, like this, and I was like,
ventilation system.
yeah, I was like, I didn't even know you could get on to this.
Yeah, that was
loud.
And that was a lot of things that like showing me like just using like what you got over there to make a thing, because that was the first thing that made me want to talk to him, because I was just like, well, you know, he already knew, like he was up there and it wasn't like a couple of seconds, like he performed the whole like set.
So I just did that last night in Toledo too. Not like I didn't climb shit, but they had a second stage and I went over there. I left my hype man over there.
So like, how do you? So my question is like, performances wise, do you have like a plan, or do you just like soon the moment you just see something?
He just kind of goes.
Hillsdale was a lot of liquid courage. I've gotten sober since then. I'm actually over 3 months sober now, but I still do crazy shit. So you go into the venue, you kind of plan, you look at the landscape, you see like, do I have room to bounce around? Do I have room to grab onto something? Like, what can I do? Because overall, it's kind of like that shock factor. That shock factor. When you see somebody on stage, you're seeing, you know, how many with that, you know, like 15 artists on stage.
Yeah.
You want to stand out.
I got the dad bottom. Take my shirt off, stand on it. Don't be ashamed. No shame.
I actually like the aspect because I actually kind of looked up to that, like starting performance. When I saw that, I'm like, damn, like I gotta take my performance to a whole nother level. He fucking getting off. Like I didn't even know what it was at first. Like literally, it was just like, man, like what's your clip of that?
I'm bouncing back.
That's pretty much. Hey,
It's cool.
I just want to say
Yeah,
oh yeah. Check
shout
out
out
the merch.
to Tainted Smooth.
Yeah.
Shit. Hell yeah.
For real.
BioKillaz.com. Hit us up.
Shout out to my boy Jesse, man. He been getting me high. Indiana is good when it comes to weed.
Straight Michigan. Damn, what you talking about?
All right, what you sipping on? We out. Appreciate you.
Zip it up.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate the words, man.
For sure.
A lot of people gonna learn from that, bro.
Oh,